Hello, my mortal rabbits. I'm here with my friend. Oh, wait, what do you want to be called? We did this last time.
That one dude.
That one dude. And we are here, back at it again with I dared my best friend to ruin my life. He's succeeding, part 4. Okay. Hi everyone. I've been exploring today. New city, new layouts to learn. I'm getting good at memorizing cities. Thank you all for your support and suggestions. Once again, these are all past events, but I'm glad you're taking ideas in consideration on how to fight back here in the present. A few of you have offered to help me in other ways, and I appreciate the offers, but this is my fight. I've ruined so many other lives by involving other people. No, David is mine to ruin, even if I die trying. God damn, okay, I get it. Listen, I get you want him, but, you don't have to be so clingy about it. God.
Yeah.
Anyways. I looked, God damn it, it's right on my screen. I still read it like shit. I've looked back over and I realized I forgot something. But now I've forgotten what it is. So forgive me. Then why would you point it out if I make a correction in the next part? Another thing, I'll try to talk to as many people as I can in the comments, unless my reply will have to contain spoilers. But live events have forced me to limit my interaction because of time and the sheer number of you guys. Forgive me.
We will forgive you.
Yes,
Just
we will.
forgive them.
Aw.
The story's great.
Yeah, Xander is so polite, though. He's like, "Hi, guys. Nice to see you guys again. You've been so supportive. It's like, aw, I feel loved. Thank you." Anyways, now I'll continue. I called Clark's mom right away and their home phone number because last Christmas, Clark invited me to their house for Christmas dinner. My parents were still fighting pretty harshly. He'd already gone home while I had work, so he gave me a phone number in case I got lost and he didn't answer his cell. She was devastated and asked a million questions. It was very, very uncomfortable. She agreed to drive down that day and post a bail for him. She lived a few hours away, so she said she'd be here at around 5 p.m. The country we were in didn't allow online payments. What country are you in? America? I always assumed it took place in America.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, online payments via credit card, cash only. So she had to physically drive down. In the middle of the cell phone call, I missed a call number, and that wasn't in my contacts. I called back, and they answered immediately. "Hi, I missed a call from this number. Hi, is this Xander? Yeah, who's this? Xander, I'm Katie's mom. Your parents gave me your number." Shit. I can't talk right now. I'm in a rush, and she cut me off. "Have you heard from Katie? She didn't come home last night. Your mom gave me your number. Please tell me she's with you." Thanks about David. She's not, I said. "I'm not sure where she is." I don't know. I have to go. I'll call you back. I hung up the phone, and I didn't want to talk to her about Katie because I was about to file her a missing persons report. Shit. That's bad timing. I walked over to the reception desk. I was just talking to an officer, and then he arrested my friend and walked off. I need to talk to the officer on the other case about identity fraud. "What case number?" the lady asked. A while later, I was sitting in one of the interrogation rooms after asking for a private meeting. Detective Hernandez sat opposite end of the metal table. 2 case files were on the top in front of him. He was glancing through them, tried to familiarize himself with the break-in report. A tape recorder sat between us. He pressed the button to record. Do people still use tape recorders? I mean, I think they do, but, I don't know. That seems
Didn't this take place in the past?
I don't know. This takes place in, 2016. He means
Oh.
past events for him.
Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't take place in the 80s. I
Maybe
mean,
he's just poor.
how would he be posting? If this took place in the 80s, how would he be on Reddit? And that site only came around in 2009 at the most, at the oldest. Anyways, a tape recorder came between us, and he pressed the button on the recorder's tapes and started recording. He stated his name, my case numbers, and the date and the time. "All right, go ahead," he said. "So I submitted a report for identity theft a while ago, and I haven't heard anything about it. The FTC could take some time to respond," he replied. Well, now there's a new report for a break-in at my apartment. I was talking to another officer earlier, and he told, and I told him I have a suspect for both crimes. Yes, Detective Hernandez said, looking over one of the folders. He had both cases on the table. One, David King, correct? Looks like it was written in your file. Yes, David King. He used to be a friend of mine. He always mentions that.
I know that he used to be a friend of mine. It's very important.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually it might be, because, like...
Kind of, but, like...
Because, like, they're gonna ask, like, how do you know this guy? And then they're probably... And that's
we were friends. He used to be a friend of mine.
Yeah, because if you say they're friends, like, that's gonna be a little confusing. So it makes sense, you know?
But, like, he mentions it so often.
So often. It's just, like, every second. He's like, you know, we used to be friends! He's so salty about it. So salty about the breakup. God. Anyways. He used to be a friend of mine, but now he hates me and he's been targeting me. Targeting you how? I don't know. He's actually been, like, throwing darts at him. That's how he's been targeting him. Most recently, he kidnapped my girlfriend, Katie. That caught his attention. Oh, so he is talking about her. Last time you were like, oh, he's just not mentioning it. He mentioned it later. Okay, there we go. He didn't forget about his girlfriend who got kidnapped.
I thought he did.
Like, whatever. That caught his attention. He pulled a pen from his front pocket. When was this? He asked, setting his pen on the blank page. Last night when we went to graffiti his house, he chased after us and pinned me to a table. He needed to mention that part. Oh boy, I remember that, and I remember that very well.
We went with that for like 5 minutes.
We went like 5 minutes. We're just, I don't know. I guess
probably way more than that. Actually.
Yeah, probably a little over, maybe like 10 minutes of just going. You were just making comments, and I was just over here like, I need to get a fucking garden hose. My goodness, I'm heating up so much. Anyways, my need for garden hose aside, okay, she just pinned me to a table. He called someone on the phone and had them put Katie on the phone. I heard her voice. She claimed he'd kidnapped her and to motivate me. Motivate you to do what? Hernandez asked. Oh yeah, that sounds weird out of context. Like,
to motivate me. Motivate you how?
Yeah. Anyways, I told him about the DARE conversation, then all about the junk mail, my online accounts, my credit card fraud, my parents' credit cards being targeted, my car windows, the break-in. My God, he's already done so much. My bank account being emptied, the graffiti incidents, Katie's cell phone, protecting Clark's bank and online accounts, and now Clark's arrest. Hernandez took copious notes. I mean, that's a lot of shit, bro.
Like, when you put it like that, you actually realize, like, what he's actually done.
Yeah, it's like, because last time you were like, well, all Xander's done is file a police report. Versus David's just... It's just like, oh my goodness. Anyways. It just keeps escalating, I said in defeat. I watched Hernandez carefully, trying to gauge his reaction. I couldn't tell what he believed. I need more details about the cell phone, he said. He said at last. What did she say? What did you say? What did you hear on the other end? He talked through everything for an hour. Nothing, I said, was useful for finding Katie, but Hernandez sat back after I finished. Xander, if I have to be honest, this sounds very loose. I mean... Aw, man, that sucks. I don't mean the crimes themselves. I mean, the connections linking to David to all of these crimes. There's nothing that can be done about identity theft until the FTC has finished their investigation. The break-in, broken windows, hacked accounts, and emptying bank account will have to produce their own evidence to prove that David committed each one.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yes. Boy, oh boy, ain't this just inconvenient?
Yeah. Please be like, okay, if we don't know exactly what happened, if we weren't there, oh, well, then it's not true.
Fuck you. To you, this is all one timeline of events, but to the law, they are separate crimes. Okay, that makes sense. That have been treated with no regard for past actions, he said. His tone was reasonable and concerned. I mean, concerned, obviously, the way you have to constantly mention that he used to be friends with you. I'd be concerned as well, Xander. God. Anyways, I believe you, but I can't make an arrest without a witness or hard evidence. Your story is circumstantial at best, but I do believe you when you say that they are connected. Finally, someone believes me. Yeah, he's just like, thank you.
Oh my God.
He's just like, wow, you actually believe me. And then
I didn't think no one would.
And then he's just like, yeah. That doesn't make you sound suspicious at all! Anyways, all the... What have the techs said about the break-in? They said that they found a few fingerprints. All the fingerprints found belonged to each of you and a few others. People who lived there. According to the file, they've all been confirmed as past residents. And what about the ATM camera? Now that's something unfortunate. Oh yeah, unfortunate. That's just the tone of this story. He said, looking through the folder again. You got a call from your bank to file a fraud report. It was smart of you to go through the bank and report the fraud. My boss made it a priority, and since your same name. Since it was your same name, it was added to your file on your identity theft. I've been the one personally working on your identity theft case. Once I received the case, I called the convenience store at the ATM. They gave me a brand of ATM so I could request the footage from the company. Problem is, the ATM doesn't have a camera. Then what was the point of the footage? Anyways, how can an ATM not have a camera? Not all brands do. Some ATMs have cameras built in. This was one of them. Someone logged into your online bank account right before the ATM transaction and moved all your money from savings to your checking account, and also increased the ATM withdrawal to a limit to $5,000 while online, which is above the $3,050 you had in your account. Normally, you can only withdraw $500 per day. What about the store's cameras? I practically shouted. What about the store's cameras? I asked him to bring the footage down. They said they'll be in today, he said.
So calmly, he's like, okay, I don't believe you. Just please chill out. Okay,
yeah.
Calm down.
Like
Not a big deal at all. Your girlfriend was kidnapped. We don't really care.
Yeah, that's the vibe. He's just like, listen, I do care, but I'm going to be completely monotone the entire time of this conversation. Well, he's probably just trying not to get Xander panicking, right?
I mean, he is panicking, though.
It's not really helping. Anyways.
Probably just making him panic more.
I asked them to bring the footage down. They said it'll be in today. Where is this store? I want to see this for myself. No, he said firmly. I may have it, I may have an inclination to lean towards your theory, but I will collect the evidence for myself, and the court will decide. You steer clear. Then drive down yourself right now. Then drive down yourself, goddammit, I yelled. He stood slightly, his hand reaching for his belt automatically. Was he about to shoot him?
Probably.
He's just like, whoa there, buddy, you yelled too loud. Oh, God.
Raising your voice is illegal.
He's like, your voice level is illegal.
It's too high. It's making my ears hurt.
I have bad hearing, you know. Disrespectful little shit. Anyways. Calm down, he said, looking me in the eyes. Yeah, Xander, calm down. It's only your girlfriend that's got kidnapped and your money that's been stolen.
And your identity has also been stolen.
Yeah. It's not a biggie. Calm down. I have no money, I shouted. My car windows are smashed. I can't even repair them. My rent will be due and I have no way to pay. I can't get to work in a car. I can't drive. I need my money back. Yikes. That's all I gotta say. Hernandez sighed, sitting back down. He's like, I'm so done with this little shit. Hernandez sighed, sitting back down. I breathed heavily. I have to do...
Just like that.
Yeah, that's exactly how it sounded. If David is the one who used your information to commit the credit card fraud, then why would he steal a measly $3,500 from you, he asked. Because he's dead set on ruining my life, I muttered. That's the dare. He's taken it too far. Further than any sane person would. He's sick. I just want it to stop.
I cried a little.
Aw, I said I cried a little. He is baby.
Aw,
he is baby. He gets the baby label.
I mean, then again, no one's taking him seriously.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of sad. Me calling him a baby is actually very patronizing. I apologize to this fictional character. Wait, he's not real. I don't have to apologize. Shut up. Anyways. And Hernandez let me sit in silence for a minute with tears rolling down my cheeks. Aw, I feel bad for him.
Okay, bro, if he's crying and getting all stressed out that you're not believing him, that's like you kind of gotta believe him, but like you also can't.
Yeah, so he's just like, no, like Xander's like bawling his eyes out. You know that, you know, like those cartoony scenes in SpongeBob where a character cries and then just fills up an entire fucking ocean. Like that's what's happening to Xander, and Hernandez is over here just like, no, he's like making tea out of it. He just put a little tea bag in, like.
Yeah, he's like, all right, let's just wait till this is over.
Yeah, like he like cries an entire freaking storm, and then he just like.
Can I get back to being calm now?
Yeah. Anyways, what about Katie? I asked after a while. The kidnapping is going to get top priority. That's the case that you haven't. That has a witness. You. I won't be working on it, but someone in a different section of the department will be. The other detective will want to interview you today and get started. Let's do it then, I said, wiping my eyes. Hernandez stepped down and returned a while later. The Detective White came in and probed me with hundreds of questions. Where did she work? Who were her friends? How long we'd been together? Where did you see her last? Do her parents know? Questions like that. I mean, that's kind of important. It's kind of the point of an interrogation. When I brought up David in the cell phone, he leaned and asked me questions about what I'd heard, what we'd said, and anything I can remember. Again, I didn't remember anything helpful. Well, that's mighty inconvenient. I'll need you to bring David in for questioning, Detective White said. Your testimony is decent, but we'll need more evidence for conviction. I can't arrest him because I need more proof. If we arrest him without proof, he'll walk free and he can't be tried again. You don't have enough proof to arrest Clark, I shouted. Clark? Who's that guy? I don't know him. What are you talking about? The skinny white kid. Oh, yeah, him. Wait, which one? Anyways, I was just talking to an officer. All the people who headcanon Clark because anything that is not a skinny white kid are going to kill me. Anyways, I was just talking with the officer who said David called and told you that Clark graffitied on his house. All he had to do was call, and he got arrested. Detective White excused himself to go out and find more about what happened. He came back 5 minutes later. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of research later. Ah, yes, I am a professional on this case. David has more proof on that case, the detective said. Photographs of the graffiti, photos of Clark coming up to the house, his own testimony about recognizing Clark, and a bruised face. Oh, yeah, he punched him. I completely forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
And he kicked him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. That's kind of not okay. Anyways. Clark's hand is also cut up, which corroborates his story. We noticed it when we booked him. This kind of evidence we need to convict in a kidnapping. Right now we have our own testimony stating you said hello to Katie, but on the phone, and David said that he kidnapped her. We need more evidence to convince the jury. But I was with Clark, I yelled. In the pictures you weren't, he said. They're fakes.
Who is that guy? Was it David?
Right? Yeah, David is the main guy who's doing all this shit.
Alright, what... Okay, wait, was David in the pictures where Clark were in? Because, like...
No, because he took pictures of him, I guess, when he was graffitiing his house.
Oh.
And then he just,
cropped
Xander out.
Oh, I thought, like, there was just some random person taking pictures of just Clark, and then...
No. I'm pretty sure, like, when it was... I'm pretty sure that it was him, because David has a hella amount of commitment to, like, making Xander suffer.
True.
So if he has a friend, he's like, time to put that bitch out of the picture.
Yeah, he's not just, like, one step ahead. He's, like, 27
Yeah, he's, like, 27 steps ahead.
But he, like, planned everything.
Yeah, it's like Xander thinks he's won, and then David's just like, lol sake.
There's still much more to come.
Oh, there's still much, much more for you. And then he's just like, how can it get any... It would be like those cartoons where they're like, how can it get any worse than this? And then, I kidnapped your girlfriend. Oh. Well, that's how it could get worse, right? Anyways. I sat back in my... They're all fakes! An expert will check them and determine that. I say, it's just like a shitty photo. Shop job. Yes, this is very official. I sat back in my chair, feeling defeated. Detective White thanked me for my testimony, and I left to contact Katie's parents. Detective Hernandez sat back down, watching me as tears welled up in my eyes again. Aww. Sorry, I had to. Let me pay for your windows, he said. He's paying for his windows.
Just for them to break again.
Yeah, he's like, thank you, detective.
The next day.
Oh shit, I didn't think about that. He's just like, oh, my windows are broken again. Not this time. But that's nice of him to repair it. To, like,
yeah,
help him
but
repair.
like for a short amount of time.
It's like 5 days later. No, 5 days later, he just stole the tires.
Oh my God.
Windows are fine, but he stole the tires. Anyways. It won't matter. He'll break them again the next day, I said angrily.
Yes.
He's broken them more than once. Every time I repair them, they're smashed the next day. I might have an idea, he said, but I'll need approval from my boss. If you haven't heard the entrapment of the context of the police investigation, it's a legal defense that's used. The evidence has been shown to the officer and induces a criminal to commit any crime they wouldn't have otherwise commit. When this defense is used, there are two differing views. In some courts, if a defendant uses entrapment as a defense, the prosecution that has been proved beyond a reasonable doubt that the criminal was not entrapped. In the other courts, if the defense has proved that it was the entrapped state. I was required in the prosecution to do the proving. Ooh,
So
boy.
what's gonna happen?
In other words, bitches going to court.
Oh.
For all the Xander fans, please don't get mad at me for calling him that. Also, don't get mad at me for calling him baby. This fandom will hate me after this.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, kick him off the subreddit! Ah! He said he called David Hahn on a podcast. Oh, we need to kill him! Ah! Anyways, I swear someone's gonna react that way. Hernandez recognized that his plan could be constructed as entrapment. And explained to me just as I walked into the boss's office. He told me that since David had already established a pattern of breaking my windows, I'm just imagining him just... Hernandez could set up surveillance on the car and just wait for David to commit the crime he was going to do anyways. Ooh. Since I repaired my windows twice, I had kept the receipts, and that was to serve as good evidence that the crime had been repetitive.
Wait, back to the windows keep breaking over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of David just it's showing different clips of him just punching the windows open at different nights.
And then just in his hand.
He punches it and then his hand is just all bloody and then he starts screaming but
Yeah.
out silently.
Yeah,
He's just looking at his hand screaming on the
Just,
inside. And then walks away and then it shows the next day and he just does the same thing.
Yeah, I was thinking that he'd kick it.
Maybe get a hammer.
Yeah, that makes more sense if he got a hammer or a baseball
The
bat.
second
or something.
time though.
Yeah, it's
The
he's
first time was the learning
Yeah,
experience.
so he comes up with a bandaged hand. Not this time. Anyways, remember kids, don't punch glass. Okay. Alright, the idea made me hopeful. I sat outside his boss's office while he walked in and presented his idea. When he walked out, he gave me a thumbs up. David would never know what hit him. Are you sure that he hasn't already thought of this? And he's just pathetic.
How much you want to bet that he was watching security cameras and knows exactly what's happening?
Oh yeah, he's just him in pajama shorts at 3 a.m. I know everything.
Sipping out of a cat mug or something.
he's just I know every move you're gonna make. And he has puffy eyes. He's eating Fruit Loops at 3 a.m. with puffy eyes and pajama shorts, and he's just I am a genius. Anyways, fear me. Okay.
Wait, where are we?
Hernandez drove me to the house where I picked up my car and I took it to the repair shop. He followed me over there and paid. We drove to my work. Hernandez's car while they worked on it. Hernandez ordered us some lunch. Aw, he got them lunch. And I talked to my boss. I told him about my bank account getting hacked and I really needed to cancel direct deposit. Luckily, payroll was next week, so I'd be able to change the method of payment by my next paycheck. Oh, cool.
I mean, at least it's going somewhat well. Probably gonna go wrong though.
Yeah, like David will come in with I don't know, a gun or something. David comes in with a gun. That's the season finale. This is a story. What the hell's wrong with me? Okay. I told him I told him about my situation, and Hernandez backed me up. He agreed to pay some of the wagers in my advance of the store's petty cash until payday came. I was to pay him back. I thanked him profusely for helping me out, and apologized for having to call in sick that day. He's like, "Thank you for the money," and he's just like, "No problem, kid." Wait, how much older is Hernandez than Xander? Like, Xander is like what, like 23, because David's 23, and they were like in high school together. So like, yeah, so like Xander's like 23. How old is Hernandez? Like, I just thought he was like 40 or something.
Yeah, maybe like 30 or 40.
Yeah, 30 or 40. That's kind of how I see it. He's just like, "I want you to be my..." He's like, "Thanks, Dad." And he's like, "What?" It would be one of those where he's like, "Thanks, Dad." And he's like, "No. Hold on a second."
Okay, maybe we should just like not hang out ever again. Please don't talk to me.
Yeah, please don't talk to me. I'm not paying for anything you own, okay? Anyways, I told him about my situation. He backed me up. Okay, I walked out with a full stomach, $335, and a calm mind. And by any luck, we'd catch David tonight. Well, I mean, this is only part 4, so
Yeah.
I doubt that. Hernandez took me to the back of the shop, and I picked up my car. I tried to pay the money I'd received, but he refused, saying I could pay him back after this was all resolved. I told him... He told me he'd be back at my house later to start the surveillance and to just park my car on the street. Okay. I thanked him again before we parted. It was about 3 p.m. when I got home. I parked my car in several blocks away next to several others for camouflage. I didn't want David to find it and smash the windows before tonight. The walk was hot and the cool... Wait, the walk was hot and the cool air conditioning welcomed me into my home. "Excuse me?" someone asked timidly as I unlocked the front door. I peeked my head outside, and there was an older woman landing, probably in her 40s.
How much you wanted it? It's just David in disguise.
Lol, no. Wow, just big plot twist. Yeah, he's actually a makeup expert, totally. He worked with an SFX. Anyways, "Yes," I replied. "You live in this apartment, I'm guessing," she said. "Yeah. I'm Miss Watson. I believe that you and my son are roommates." Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh, hello," I said, extending my hand. "Whose mom are you?" "Isaac? Oh, yeah, gamer boy, gamer kid, Xbox 360 dude."
Oh, yeah.
She replied, "He and I were supposed to be driving out of state to visit family yesterday, but he never showed up." A chill ran up against my spine. Wait, remember earlier when he said the cereal smelled weird? Oh, shit.
How much you wanted it was like poisoned.
No, I'm saying, do you think No, because that
Or
was
drugs.
Clark. Do you think Isaac's dead? Do you think he was smelling his body, not the cereal?
Maybe
From
he
the
got
other
into
room.
cereal. Maybe he like got up in the middle of the night to get some cereal.
And then he...
Yeah.
Okay. A chill ran off my spine. Oh, shit, I'm about to be framed for murder. I've called him 1,000 times, but he hasn't answered, she continued. I've been standing here ringing the doorbell for a while, but no one has ever been home. Can I go knock on his door? I considered asking her to leave or telling her that I wasn't comfortable with her coming in, but I knew that would have been very suspicious. Don't come into the house that your son lives in. What? I did not commit murder. What? Anyway.
Murder?
What? No, I didn't say anything. Shut up, old lady. Ah! Okay. It's actually Xander who killed him, and he's just like, so I forgot to tell you. He's like, remember earlier? He's like, I forgot to tell you something. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. I killed my roommate, Isaac. That was me. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Probably.
Greatest plot twist in human history. Can I go knock on his door? I considered asking her to... Okay. I told her to come in. Initially, the smell overtook us. Oh, shit. She tried to be polite and offered me, probably thinking we're typical college guys, living like pigs. Oh, your whole house smells like sadness and anime semen. It just smells like Xbox. It just smells like a dusty Xbox and semen. That's the smell over the entire house. She's like,
Oh my god.
yeah, my son definitely lives here. That's definitely my son's
That's
room.
what his room smelled like.
Yeah, that's what his room always smelled like. And she just can't tell the difference between the smell of a corpse and then the smell of her normal son. She's like, it smells slightly worse this time. I feel like he didn't wash himself. Silly boy, always forgetting to shower. Anyways, I told her to come in. Okay. She walked down the hall of Isaac's rooms. Oh my god, she muttered. It smelled horrifying right by the door. I shuddered, but we went towards the hall. She knocked. Isaac? She called. No answer, as I expected. Did you do this? Isaac, it's Mom, she said. I think the smell made her start to panic because she pounced harder on the door. Isaac, open up, please. Oh, I feel bad now. She pleaded desperately. I sighed. I guided her away from the door to brace myself. I took a running start and slammed into the door. It bent heavily. The latch didn't break. I tried again and again. On the fourth try, the door wrenched open and on the other side. The smell. Oh, God. I don't know how many times I can tell you about this for you to understand. This was one of those moments where I'll remember every detail forever. It's just Isaac with all his anime gear. And he's just like, ah!
The lights turned off, and he's like sitting there with like baggy eyes and hasn't slept in days. Probably wearing like some shirt.
He's probably wearing no. He's wearing that Ohagio sweater.
Yeah.
And, like he has his pants off next to it, and it's just like, and then he has like his Hatsune Miku figure right up to his. He's like ah!
Probably hugging like a body pillow.
Yeah, and then this man is gonna hate me. And then Xander is traumatized.
Yeah.
Poor baby
like,
Xander is like, I don't know what that's for, and I don't like
Maybe
it.
the smell's just like BO.
Yeah. It's just his BO. He like shit his pants. Or something. I swear to God, something really bad. Like, we all know that he's actually dead.
Yeah.
Right? But the idea of that actually being what's there.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, oh my God. It's just like BO on semen. God. Okay.
Oh my God.
Alright. Isaac was on the bed. His face was buried. Oh, well, shit, he's dead.
Yeah.
I mean, we both knew, but like...
Yeah.
Anyways. Isaac was on the bed. His face was pale, patchy with purple lines. His arms and legs were wired and also bruised. The extension cord trailed off the bed and the middle being wrapped around his neck. Oh, so his like computer cord, someone strangled him with it. Okay. That's more realistic than him dying of jacking off to anime.
Yeah.
Anyways. Some flies nested on his body. Oh shit! Flying to another spot occasionally. Miss Watson entered the room and screamed. I mean, that's her son. That's gotta suck. Even if your son is a coked up gamer, that still sucks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously, yikes. As entered in the room screaming, I stood there staring at Isaac's depleted body. David had just jumped to murder. Okay, jump implies that he wasn't willing to go there before.
Yeah, or like it just like suddenly happened. Like he went
Yeah.
from just like identity theft to murder.
I mean, the dude's a psychopath. And also he kidnapped his girlfriend, so...
Yeah, I mean it was laying there.
Yeah, I mean, like, where did you expect this to go? Like, he's just gonna take you out for dinner or something? Like, no, he's gonna do something worse. And if he did take you out for dinner, you know the food is poisoned, okay? Or it just tastes really shitty. And he just takes you out to McDonald's or Taco Bell. Now that's gonna ruin your life. Like, you go on a day and it's fucking Taco Bell. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways. No offense to anyone who's actually had a day at Taco Bell. I hope that went well for you. Okay. Isaac's room was a mess. There were 3 bookshelves likely used to have a ton of books, but the shelves were torn apart and the books scattered across the room. The computer desk had papers scattered across and clumped and locked over. The window was darkened by a blackout curtain used for gaming. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all the gamers who like are actually decent, hygienic people, but I have to, okay? It's by law. Okay, blackout curtain used for gaming. The large gaming computer under the desk hummed. The monitor showed stars moving around the screensaver. Isaac was on the bed. His face. Okay. I called the police and tried to get Miss Watson to leave the apartment and preserve the crime scene, but she refused. Sat sobbing next to Isaac's bed. Aw, she was afraid to touch him. I feel so bad for her. That's really gotta be horrible.
Yeah.
The police came immediately and escorted Miss Watson out of the apartment. I love how like 5 minutes ago we were making jokes about anime and
yeah, now it's just like we're like, oh, it's so sad.
I feel like a dick now. I'm sorry.
We were literally just making fun of him, and then like
he's dead.
Next thing you know, we're like, oh, so sad.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna come off as so insensitive. Just to let you know, like, if this was a real life situation, I wouldn't even joke about that.
Well,
but
yeah,
but like,
obviously.
it's a fictional character, and like
I've listened in a Reddit story.
In a Reddit story, and he's a gamer. And also, I've heard this story before, and I just am fuzzy on the details. So, like, you know, you can't. Plus, it's okay to make insensitive jokes. Like, I'm not, like, literally saying, oh my god, this loser real life human. Like,
Yeah.
it's a character from a Reddit story, so if anyone gets mad, like, chill out, okay? Anyways, the police came immediately and escorted Miss Watson out of the apartment. The next few hours were a blur of questions and police. Detective Hernandez showed up and looked inside. Techs were carrying some cameras and briefcases full of equipment. After a while, they started to carry some of Isaac's belongings in bags. His gaming computer took 2 techs to carry out. The curve nearly not being allowed to leave by the head officer who was running the scene. Hernandez sat next to me. They broke open your other roommate's door, and his belongings are there, but your roommate isn't. Do you know where he is? No, I replied. I never talked to him much. Were you close to Isaac? He asked. No, but still. Aw. I know, he said. Do you think David is behind this too? He asked. Probably, I replied, feeling numb. We'll still carry out surveillance, he assured me. Don't worry, they'll analyze Isaac's body, and if they find as much of a fleck of skin that we can link to David, we'll nail him. No criminal is perfect. Hernandez left me alone, and I thought of over the situation.
What happens if he wore like an entire?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He just comes in with a hazmat suit, and then he just comes in with a hazmat suit, and ultimately it's a good thing. 1, to protect himself from getting his skin and DNA on the body, and 2, because Isaac's BO is so bad he can smell it through the hazmat suit.
Wait, what happens if he was like doing the whole anime?
Yeah, David just walks in on him and he's like, maybe I'm gonna murder someone another time. No, he's just midway through and he's just like, the things I do for Xander. He just tackles him. Alright, anyways. Oh my god. Okay, Hernandez left me alone. The car packed nearby and stepped out with Clark's mom. I jumped over and ran to him. Oh my god, Clark, are you okay? I asked. I'm fine, he smiled reassuringly. Posted bail, it was $350, so not awful. I thought you said you'd be here by 5, I asked Clark's mom. Side note, I don't remember the exact time she got there, but I do remember she was earlier than expected. I was going to meet them both at the station. You may have broken a few speed limits, she said in a neutral tone. I'm just imagining her she's like, move over! Like her car is just
honking
going
like crazy.
Like she's one of those road rage Karen. She's like, get over here! My son needs to talk to his roommate about some dead kid! Oh my god.
How many windows were broken?
So many damn windows. Like, David is shaking. Okay. I've broken a few speed limits. What happened? Clark's face suddenly went cold as he saw the policeman. Oh, shit. Isaac was found, I said, in his room. I didn't have to specify the state he was in. Jesus! The Christ is in all caps. So, Christ! Clark gasped, putting his hands on his knees. And he started hyperventilating. His mom worriedly put... Oh, shit. That's a lot. Yeah, honestly, that's understandable, right?
I mean, yeah, like, you just find your roommate that you didn't know very well just strangled to death.
Like, yikes, that's pretty traumatizing, like, yikes.
Like, you didn't know them, but, like, they're just there, and, like...
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I can see him puking right now. Clark, honey, let's go for a drive. We can get your stuff later. Your stuff, I asked. He's moving out, his mom said sharply. He told me all about the sick game your friend is playing. I don't think it's very funny. It's not funny, I shouted. It never was. This meanie head is trying to ruin my life. It's not a game. I just instinctively said meanie head instead of asshole. This is the point I'm at in life. A view of the policeman turned to watch from the balcony. Her jaw tightened as she guided her hyperventilating son to the car. I mean, like, this is what you come to his house and just, like, dead kid here. Like, I can see why you don't want him being involved in this shit.
Yeah.
And the car, they drove away, and I was left in the middle of the street watching my best friend leave me to handle David alone. I mean, like, you can't really blame him, right?
Yeah.
Like, it sucks that he's not there to...
side friend. Like, the one that would help, but, like...
Yeah. Like, he is like the closest thing to your best friend right now, but at the same time, like, you can't blame him. Like, that's a pretty bad situation.
Yeah, like, would you really stay if, like, it came to murder?
Yeah, like, I feel like a lot of people would probably be like, peace.
Disappears.
Yeah, that's basically, no, it's like, That's basically what Clark did, except except that it's his mom. So it's more like I'm just imagining his mom like just throwing him into the car and driving off. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, this is part 4. Okay. Oh my goodness, I accidentally pulled up the same part of the story on both my tabs. I am smart. I am very intelligent. Okay. Okay.
Alright.
Hi. Do you want to start reading? Because I've been reading this whole time, and I think you tried, but it was kind of hard to hear it. But now that you can like see it on a wider screen, do you want to try reading?
Sure. I'm probably gonna fail though. I suck
Okay.
at reading. Alright. Hello again, everyone. As I do in every new post, thank you for your support and encouragement.
He does it every time. That's so wholesome. I love
read
it.
every single comment and reply to as many as I can or have something useful to reply. David is nowhere to be seen in this new town, thankfully, so I don't think he's realized that I've moved on. I've had some time to keep figuring out where things are in this town. Once again, just reminding everyone, these are past events. We haven't caught up to the present day yet. I also want to remind everyone that I'm writing these each day. No, I don't have parts built up, so I can't make them longer or release them all at once. Sorry guys, a few people keep asking, so I'm just clarifying. One more thing. As I'm reading every comment like I do, I noticed one person whose birthday is today and got downvoted for suggesting this. Okay, I can't read.
Yeah, I can't.
I take a pause like every few words for some reason.
It's okay. It's
I have
okay.
to like read
For
ahead.
suggesting, downvoted for suggesting this could make a good manga series. So I want to wish them a public happy birthday. Oh my god, happy birthday, super.
Happy birthday, fan.
Yeah, happy birthday, fam. But that is so polite. He's like, oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday! Like, what creepypasta protagonist is gonna be like, oh, by the way, happy birthday! Like,
Yeah.
no one except for Xander. This is why he's baby.
Yes.
There's like no other. I cannot
He
see.
doesn't deserve this. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, he really doesn't. Like, yeah, it sucks. I cannot see. Let's just say I can't see Matt from Asylum saying, "Oh, by the way, happy birthday."
Also, how was he friends with David in the first place?
No, they were friends in high school, and he always was around him because remember he had interesting things to say.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah. Listen, you can admit it. You're horny. That's fine. Everyone is. Everyone. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are. So it's okay.
AKA gotcha kids.
Yeah. Okay. No, we do not compare the actual baby to the racist babies.
Yes.
Okay. That is an insult to Xander. As I treat him like he's an actual child who actually exists.
I feel like we've just been talking about like everything about the story rather than the story.
I mean, we've been reading it this whole time, right?
Yeah. Hasn't it been like almost an hour now?
It's been about half. It's been like 40-something minutes. Okay.
Oh my god.
We're on part 2 now.
I mean, hey, that's like better time than we normally do.
Yeah, we take like we spent 10 minutes on David holding Xander down. Although you gotta admit that was time well spent.
It was like 2 sentences, and we spent like 10 minutes talking about
I
it.
was like, okay, what position is he in? What about the legs? I need to know if he was sitting or standing. Okay, I'm not trying to draw this. Shut up. Okay. The police took Isaac out in a body bag. Miss Watson left with the body, sobbing uncontrollably. Oh, well, shit. I was told that I couldn't go into my apartment until they were completely done with the crime scene. No, they didn't know when that would be. They suggested a hotel room, which I laughed at. I asked if I could grab a blanket and pillow from my room so I could sleep in my car. They reluctantly brought it in. I gagged when I grabbed it. It smelled like death. Ugh, yikes. Ugh.
Imagine just smelling a blanket.
Like, but it smells like a dead person. And on top of that, it smells like dead anime gamer. Okay, that's like the worst scent on earth. Oh, dude probably didn't even use fucking deodorant before he died.
Probably.
He probably just died with extreme BO.
I think he didn't even know what it was.
He's like, what is this? He's like, Clark, why are you
Why
giving
is
me
it-
this weird stick? What is this
Why
for?
does it twist? Is it like cheese?
Yeah. What's this twisty stick? This guy's dead and we're making deodorant jokes.
What is wrong with that?
I don't know. We could both be like, I don't know, cartoon supervillains or something.
Yes.
With all the comments we make. Okay. Especially me. I just have the aesthetic of a cartoon supervillain.
You do.
I do. I look like a cartoon supervillain in real life.
If your hair was like spikier.
If my hair was spikier and I had larger eye bags, I'd look like a cartoon supervillain. Anyways. Okay. I walked to my car and ignored Hernandez. I was still mad about everything and it was devastated that Clark had left. Besides, I couldn't do surveillance on the car while I slept. So slept in it. I mean, David just breaks open the windows while he's there. But he quietly breaks them. He gets like a little ice pick and just like, because he doesn't want to disturb him when he's sleeping. So he's about to smash. He's like, oh shit, he's inside. Tap, 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 tap.
Let's just tap until it like goes away.
Yeah, he just taps until it goes away. Just 3 hours later.
Alright, first crack.
Yes, I finally got it. And then the entire window just simultaneously falls apart. He's like, shit, and then he runs off. Okay. I decided I didn't feel safe parking near my house, so I slept as I went to a Walmart parking lot for the night.
I mean, that's not...
Do you really feel safe in a Walmart parking
That's
lot?
not even safe in, like... That's not safe at all.
Yeah, just you get some, like, homeless guy offering you drugs outside of your window.
He just, like, pulls up in trench coat. Hey, you want any of these?
No, he just pulls up a trench coat and Xander's like, no, my mom told me drugs were bad! And he drives off. He's like,
Just to park in, like, another space.
Yeah.
Probably just, like...
One space, and then so he parks in like a Target the next place, but this time it's a guy knocking on his window, being like, "Yo, want to buy my mixtape? I'm gonna become the next Jay-Z." And I know this because I live in LA. So no. One time a little off topic. One time me and my dad were like walking around this big mall area, and some guy was like, "Hey, how you guys doing? You guys look like you need help." And then he's like, "Want to buy my mixtape?" And we're like, "Look like we need help." Like, are you saying that we're poor? Like. We do not look poor, okay? We don't look rich, but we don't look poor. We are middle-class citizens, okay? My goodness. He's like, hey, man, everything's gonna be alright. And we're like, he just wanted us to buy his mixtape. We were like, okay, cool, man, and we never bought it. But this other time, a homeless guy came up to us and just started talking. LA is wild, okay? Okay. Yeah, Walmart parking lot. I can confirm that is not safe. It was as if fate had finally begun to root for me. I was walking towards the Walmart entrance from the parking lot to buy some food when there were only a few cars away. An armed truck pulled up with the ones carrying the money over the bank. You know what I mean? And who stepped out of the truck? David hecking King. There are periods, so I have to clap. Okay. I strafed to my leg and got behind my car, using the black tinted windows to observe. He was laughing with his partner who got out of the passenger side. Yeah, they just got out. They were just doing weed or something. I don't know. No, they weren't doing weed. David's probably like, look at this little virgin cuck talking about me on Reddit. All right. I imagine that David is the kind of guy, he doesn't laugh, he wheezes. Like, you know, like that kind of thing. He sounds like he smokes, despite the fact that a cigarette has never even touched his lips. Okay. I strafed. Okay. It was too far away to hear what they were saying, but I definitely could recognize the partner wasn't anyone I knew. It was obvious paranoia, but I wondered if he could be the one who had made Katie speak on the phone. The two of them walked into Walmart. Just these two guys walking into Walmart. How late is it? I don't know. Like, they just walk. I just like the idea of David just walking into Walmart. That just sounds funny. Like, you just got this edgy guy, probably in like a tight black tank top, walking up to Walmart at like 8 o'clock. Like, so. Okay. Two of them walked into Walmart. I took note of the company owned the truck, and then I had my own idea, the first real idea I had, on how I could fight back. I knew where David was right this second. Good to know. What if he just went to another Walmart? Then he wouldn't even be here. That is completely coincidence, my dude. Mm-hmm. It's just like he went to like the store right next to it, and he would have just completely missed this. Mm-hmm. I sprinted back to my car. A little while later, I pulled up to Mrs. K's house, and I looked around, making sure David hadn't somehow beaten me here or followed me. I had to hurry. I knew there wasn't much longer my shift would last. I knocked on the door, and Miss K opened it. "Hello, Xander," she said cheerfully. "Hi, Miss K, can I come in?" 5 minutes later, I was rifling through David's room. I mean, they just keep going through each other's stuff. Like, David kept stealing his clothes. And,
Really?
and like,
Shouldn't he just, like, grab anything of David's and use it for, like, DNA? Because, like, then they could match it.
oh, yeah. Like, does he really want to grab his clothes, though? Does he really want to have to, like, grab his pants and stuff? Like, I wouldn't want to do that, would you?
I mean, just grab, like, a book or something.
oh, yeah, like, just, yeah, really any object would work. But, I mean, Xander's touching it with his hands. That might mess it up.
True. Alright, then scratch that.
Anyways, yeah. Okay. I was rifling through David's room. I had to hurry and find something useful fast. I told Miss Kate years ago that I'd let David borrow a video game, and I just now remembered I wanted to pick it up. Aw, okay, so he has an excuse. He's like, yeah, I need to get Call of Duty. I gave it to him back in high school, and I need it.
Yeah, now I need it.
She's like, oh, why do you need it? I need to sell it on eBay for $1,000 because I'm in debt, okay? Anyways.
Okay.
Okay. I glanced over every paper, hoping to find something. Written plans, a checklist, a receipt. Okay, like, at least he's doing, because, like, when David was going through his room, like he messed with his bed sheets. Like, he just grabbed his clothes. Like, what is that going to do for you? Yeah, he just fucking rolled in his bed and smelled his clothes. Like, that's not going to help you, man. Yeah. At least Xander's, like, actually searching for something instead of going through his goddamn closet. Okay? Yeah. Sorry. I had to. I said that last video, and I had to say it this time. Callbacks, yay. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the last... If someone didn't see the first video, they're very confused, aren't they?
Yes.
Anyways.
I mean, then again, the very first video, I didn't even say, like, anything.
Yeah, okay. I booted up... Okay, I had to worry, and I remember... Okay, I had booted up his ancient laptop. Wow, way to just roast him there. But it had been taking forever to load. Why the hell had he not bought a new laptop with the money he stole? He probably has it hidden somewhere.
Or maybe he's, like, saving it.
Yeah, maybe he's saving up the money to buy, like, the best laptop on the market. He can do all his evil techie stuff.
Maybe he's, like, paying the people that are, like,
yeah,
working with
maybe that's probably what it is. He's like, he's like, that's why I had to steal your clothes. I can't even afford he's like, I can't even afford a new t-shirt, loser. I had to go through your fridge to get this half-eaten sandwich. I work as a security guard. You think I can afford this stuff? Ugh. Anyways, that's the real reason he's stealing money from him. That whole entire, like, dare thing is just a setup so we can get cash.
Probably.
Anyways, I glanced up the paper and saw something. Okay. His room was a disaster. Anything, even a paper I found was normal from what I could see. His room was a disaster, which worked in my favor. He had dropped...
No, I think we were done here.
Okay, yeah, right. I'm stupid. Okay, gave me an idea, picked up the laptop and flipped it over. A toolbox laid under the table, and I snatched a screwdriver from it, and the screwdriver worked. I went to disabling the laptop. The mom just walks in. She's like, why are you disabling the laptop?
Science class.
Yeah, science class. But wait, you're not in high school anymore. You sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that? Okay. I mean, Xander probably looks like baby, so, it'll work in his favor. Anyways, laptop booted up. No look, password protected. I wonder what his password is. Probably just something. His password is just password. I should have known, considering how tech savvy with two V's. Okay, well, tech savvy. I just wanted to read it that way. He'd been hacking into other accounts. In fact, all the incriminating data was probably on the laptop. He wouldn't bother printing anything out, which gave me an idea. I picked up the laptop and flipped it. Okay. When we finish this hard drive in my hand, I will ruin you, David King. I whispered, I will ruin you. Okay, both of you guys are being creepy now. First it was just David, but now you're like whispering.
No, he's like going crazy over it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was David's plan, to just like make him go crazy.
I mean, maybe just make him go crazy. I mean, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, I have heard of like real life stories of this kind of thing.
Yeah, they just want to make people like suffer.
Yeah, and to the point where their like brains explode.
Yeah, basically. I think that's probably what David's doing.
Yeah.
He's just gonna make him suffer until he just dies.
Yeah.
Like the story just ends with like Xander's head exploding. He's just like, I can't take you on it. And then he's just like, oh shit. He's like, I didn't mean for that to happen, but
oh well. Peace.
Peace. All right. I will ruin you, David King, I whispered. Like, whispering to his flash drive. I think that's on a whole new level now. I reassembled the laptop and something caught my eye under the bed. A box. Furrowing my eyebrows, I pulled it towards me. A shoebox with dust covering the top. A few spots of of less dusty where someone had handled the lid. I opened it slowly and peered inside. It contained a 1/4-inch thick stack of papers. Wow. Bound together in a binder clip. The box was too small and to let the pad lay flat. So I curled the box. The pages were old and worn. They clearly had been handled frequently. I lifted and noticed a research paper. In front of the middle page had an author at the bottom. Psychological evaluation for David Edward King. His middle name is Edward? That's his actual name?
Oh my god.
Because, oh my god, that is so like...
It's a game changer.
Oh my god, Edward. Okay, but seriously. That means his initials are D-E-K. I don't know why that's important. I just feel like mentioning that. Wait, does that mean... Hold up, now I need to look it up. Does D-E-K mean anything in texting? It's just something like really dumb. Okay, D-E-K.
Meaning.
Yeah, meaning. I doubt this means anything. This is
Oh my god, wait. It's auto-filled.
Oh, wait.
What's
Hold
PPT?
on.
Subhead of a news
Deliberate
story.
misleading of deck.
What does that even mean?
What does deck mean? Deliberate misspelling of D-E-C-K. Okay.
So, purposely misspelling deck.
Yes. Oh, there are 0 votes on this definition. What does deck stand for? Here are all the possible meanings.
Oh, so it's not even official.
A subhand. I'm just gonna click the most like weird one. Okay, just this deliberate misspelling is the one I'm mostly getting. DEK is an acronym of on abbreviations. Okay, so it doesn't really mean anything. Plural meaning of deck. There's a plural meaning.
Probably.
Deck. Journalism slang. Subhead of a news story.
Journalism slang.
Journalism
That makes sense,
slang.
because, like, they're papers and journalism.
I don't think that was intentional at all. I think they probably just picked Edward because they're like, what sounds really British? David Edward King.
Yes.
Do you think... Wait, does that mean David is British? I'm just trying to imagine all his lines with a British accent, but he still has like a deep, raspy smoker voice.
Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel about that.
We have to go back and just reread it.
Yeah, he's got to
like,
reread
the
all
right
the
way.
dialogue in a British accent.
The right way.
The right way. The bottom of the page had left. He's probably not British, just very European name. And he was an institute psychologist at Study Well. I did the math, and the evaluation must have been done when he was 16. Jackpot! So many periods, I have to clap. I stuffed it under my shirt as best as I could to hide the square form. And I just imagine him getting dude, you're getting papers from David when he was 16 and you're shoving them up your shirt. Like, I don't know, man, kind of weird. You know, that's just me, though. Stuffed it under my shirt and to hide its square form. He just walks out. He walks out with the laptop and the paper's like, do-do-do-do-do.
And then the mom's like, okay, bye, come again.
Yeah. Unless Xander's just wearing a really thick sweatshirt or something.
I swear, like, the second he steps out of the door, David's gonna be there.
And he's just like, oh. He's like,
Hi!
and he's just gonna be like, he's like, I saw the papers from when you were 16, okay? I know your secret. And he's just like, what are you talking about? Then he just punches him and runs to the car. Okay. Police said David would know something was wrong eventually, but until he booted it up, at least he would look around and wondered if anything else I should do. With no decent ideas, I left David's house. Miss K gave me a brownie on my way out. Aww.
Okay, that's like a very nice mom.
That's a very wholesome mom. That's very good.
How did she raise David?
No, David was just one of the I just like to imagine that David just, I don't know, he's just always been a little shit, and Mrs. K has always just been like, okay.
Okay,
Alright.
son, I'm not gonna change you. You be you.
Yeah, you be you, even if you're a little shit.
Yeah.
She's one of those.
Someone will love you, probably.
She's like, when you settle down and get a wife, then I won't have to deal with you anymore.
Yeah.
then it'll be, and she's just thinking to herself, and I can just imagine like little baby David ripping the heads of his teddy bears off, and she's like, when he finds a wife, then it's his parents-in-law who will have to deal with this.
Do you think that maybe he like, I don't know, like, you know, have you ever heard those stories where like people would do like those mannequin things?
Yeah.
Basically, they have to take the mannequin and like learn to do CPR and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Have you heard those stories where people like cut off the face and put it on their own?
Yeah.
I feel like he's like the kind of person to do that.
Oh, he did that. He probably did that when he was like 7. He's like, Mom, look! And then she's like, oh, that's very creative. Anyways, yeah. What? On my way out. On the drive back to Walmart. I tried to come up with a plan. I couldn't take this to the police because I illegally obtained evidence. Oh yeah, right. This is like his psychological papers. and wouldn't be admissible in court. I knew that from a bunch of crime shows. Nice. Good thing he knows crime shows, dude. I had to get an evidence for myself and somehow get into the police's hands legally.
Just tell them, hey, he let me have these because like, hey man, here you go.
Here have my psychological
like, oh,
papers. He's like, you see, me and my ex-best friend, a while ago, when we were still friends, he gave me these papers. We traded legal documents from when we were, from our therapists. Yeah, that's something that teenage boys totally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal for 16-year-old guys to do, trade
you just aren't used to it because you're old.
Yeah, he's like, it's a Gen Z thing. Anyways. Wait, is he a millennial because he's 23?
I don't even know.
I don't even care, honestly. Xander is so baby, it's hard to tell.
Let's just Google search.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's not really important, though. I walked inside carrying the flash drives and the psychological evaluation with me. I used the demo computers to look at the contents of the flash drive. Looking back, I'm amazed at how the USB stick worked on the demo machines. The first flash drive had an old high school papers on it. Oh, okay. Nothing useful there. Just high school papers. The second and third drives were bootable drives. Why does he keep his high school papers?
I don't know.
He's just like, oh yeah, these were my grades in high school.
Very beautiful. I will remember these.
Yes, I will remember these.
I got a B- on this test.
This is important.
Very memorable.
This is important enough for me to put it on a USB drive.
I can show my children this one day.
Yes.
And be like, hey,
you think
kids?
David honestly wants kids?
No.
No, he'd probably be like a disgusting little shit.
If he did have kids, I feel like that wouldn't...
He'd be thinking, like, those kids would be taken by Child Protective Services after, like, 2 days of being born. Okay? Yeah. He'd be like, I will ruin my child's life! And then, like, FBI open up. Anyways, okay. The third slides were bootable drives that could boot links. I don't really expect anyone to understand what that means, but it's not important. It was the fourth flash drive that I had a breakthrough of evidence. It contained a single text file that was edited a day before. As I read through it, I analyzed it was a conversation with my current understanding. The flash drive had David and the kidnapping partner had been communicating. David would write messages and hide it in the flash drive. Oh. So no one can ever find it. And then the kidnapper would go pick it up and read the message. But, I mean, that seems kind of complicated. Like, I get that you don't want to text, but, like, just delete your chat history.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's afraid that there'll be some trace. So he's got to do this stupid-ass USB thing. Anyways. Then the kidnapper would go pick it up and read the message. The process would reverse. The kidnapper had a message to pass along. A lot of them will probably say, why did they just send encrypted emails? That's so much faster and safer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If they had any kind of network to communicate, some internet service provider or some cell phone provider like Comcast would learn to log in entry and messages would be exchanged, even if the data was encrypted. Oh, and encrypted data is never 100% secure. Half of the story feels like a PSA, not gonna lie. I don't really mind it, though. It's just I'm able to make so many 90s jokes about it, like, remember, kids, remember, encrypted files are never 100% secure.
I think we spent like 20 minutes on just like these first 3 paragraphs.
Oh my god.
But
I mean it's better than us just like reading it badly and just coughing, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like you know, if anyone wants to actually hear the story without our jokes in quotes, then just look at the narrations because those are really good, and you'll actually feel tension, unlike us where we're just like lol.
Where we take like 3 whole hours on just like a few paragraphs.
Yeah. But it's still fun, right? Yeah, it's fun, so that's why we do it mostly. Okay, I picked the message. Okay. If you dedicate enough processing power, you can crack any encryption. It may take thousands of years, but in some cases, really thinking it's going to take thousands of years. Like, come on, bro. It can be faster. David and his partners reduced the risk at being caught by limiting the access of the information from email to me via Reddit. I'm not the only one only one that gets, in quotes, the message. It passes through several servers and routers. Okay. At the specific time and leave a trail. Unless you can erase logs of those servers, there's no trail when you send your data.
This is like so boring and like... There's no jokes to be made.
It's because he's just like, I'm just gonna read it in the 90s PSA voice.
Okay.
There was clearly risk that someone could find the flash drive, plug it in, and find all the data like I had. But there could, the 90s voice, Xander, is always fun. Oh my god, people are gonna hate me for this, for saying that. It's like I insult one aspect of a story. I like, burn him at the stake. Gotta crucify me. Reduce by choosing decent places for hiding. If you plan a pass message this way, don't leave it laying around in your room. Especially don't leave it uncrypted. I still don't understand why it wasn't encrypted. Or like, maybe my theory is he just totally knew he was gonna do this.
Probably.
He probably just saw
He,
this
like,
coming.
let him.
Yeah, I mean, oh, how convenient. It's just under his bed. Like, he knows that he's gonna check under David's bed.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, he purposely, like, went to where he
Yeah.
had his car parked so that he would think.
Yeah. He's just been following his car because he knows the license plate. He's like, oh shit, he's in a Walmart parking lot. He's about to step out, but then he looks at it, but then he sees, like, some crackhead at outside. He's like, maybe I need to wait a minute. Okay. The text file would have lined up and skipped another response. I don't have the flash drive copy of the conversation anymore, so I'll have to paraphrase as accurately as I can remember. I'll use bullet points because here on Reddit the format is easier for you. Payment received? Yes. Last half of payment comes when it's all over? How long? Depends on him. Good. No suspicion. A quiet grab. Was she harmed? She fought. Couple bruises, otherwise fine. There were some extra lines in between, marking the start of a new conversation. Any new information? A kidnapping report has been filed for the police. Change locations every 2 days previously discussed. Are you well supplied? We have enough in the truck to keep moving and stay operational. Good. With any luck, this will be over as soon as he makes his irreversible mistake. Probably reading this right now. That's the irreversible mistake. And then Xander's like, irreversible mistake. I don't know what that could mean. Oh well. Time to keep reading these USB files that were conveniently in his bedroom.
I could find them.
I mean, no, he said that he was going through all this stuff.
I mean, yeah, but shouldn't he really...
What?
Shouldn't he, like...
Bibli? David is Bibli.
Shouldn't he, like, be expecting something to happen? Like... Shouldn't he expect something?
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I think this is a setup. Okay. I shuddered as I closed the text file. That was damning evidence. I checked the owner of the file. It was blank. I mean, you think he... Yes, David Edward King. I'm going to put my name on this secret USB file. Yeah, he'd totally do that. I googled the kind of cable I would need to hook up the hard drive to my computer. I bought a SATA to USB cable. And I was thankful that the demo computers were in the aisle of the view of the employees at the tech center. To people who don't know technology, for all you noobs, I'm convinced I look like a hacker.
Get noobed.
Get r/. This is Reddit, so r/whoosh. r/whoosh. How do you think Xander would react to being on r/whoosh? It's just like silence. Unfortunately, David had encrypted the entire hard drive, so it was useless to me at the moment, until I had some extra time to spare. I either guessed the password or find someone who could crack it. Going to the summer supply section of the store. Summer supply section. I'm just imagining him, like, getting some, like, oh, what are you here for, sir? Gardening. Using the table of contents. Okay.
I remember table of contents.
So good. I took a seat and pulled out the psychological evaluation and the cover page. Psychological evaluation of David Edward King. I hope you realize I've removed the institution, author, and the dates for privacy's sake. I mean, I think we can understand that. I spent an hour skimming through the contents, using the table of contents that were negative. I constantly had to look up lengthy words on my phone. Yeah, too many big words for baby. Honestly, it probably is because it's a psychological evaluation. They're gonna use some big ass words.
Yeah.
I went on David's, and I thought it said stick for a second.
Stick.
I thought it said stick. I understand that I went on to David's sick little mind.
Stick mind.
Stick mind. He's like his sick little mind. Why would you call it little? Like, he's big brain. You called him big brain earlier, basically. So, like, how dare you? Anyways. These are the ones I remember. David said set fire to animals constantly and poke them with various objects. Oh,
He
shit.
set fire to animals.
Yes. Well, he's officially in, like, horror movie villain territory now.
No, I think he's just insane.
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh.
When a snake lunged at him and bit him, and various objects. When a snake lunged at him and bit him in the backyard, his mother came to find him whipping the limp body against the tree. Oh,
my
shit.
God.
It's just like, snake bites him, David. He just... I know. I like snakes. Okay, I like animals, but like
Yeah,
I'm still gonna make jokes.
Snakes are nice.
Snakes are
Some
cute.
of them are.
Snakes are cute. Then again, he was like, oh my god, how fucking young was he? I'm just imagining this shitty little 5-year-old like killing a snake.
I mean, I never even seen a snake when I was 5.
Okay, well, okay, I don't know how young he was. I'm just imagining he's 5 and just like really short, and then he's just like ah. Anyways, he was found limp body against a tree, guts spraying everywhere. His only explanation is, it tried to hurt me.
I mean, it's a snake.
It's a snake. Kids are scared of snakes, but you shouldn't kill snakes. Remember, kids, don't kill snakes.
Yeah.
And that's my PSA. He was found designing traps for rabbits and other animals. Oh, shit. No, that's a bad. That's not a good thing.
That's mean.
Hey, killing small animals is mean, you meanie head. God damn it. The world and design. He claimed that he had never looked at the wilderness guides to make them. His mother later found an entire notebooks filled with designing traps. The traps were aimed at getting both animals and humans. So just like really small humans.
Babies.
Oh,
Children.
oh fuck.
Children and
Oh,
babies.
shit. They didn't specify. His father died when he was 12. Okay, I wondered what
Oh.
happened to his dad. Okay, which affected him greatly. He became quiet and reserved for years. The first day of high school, however, he changed overnight, becoming charismatic, energetic, and clever. Wait, didn't he meet Xander in high school? It's just like Xander.
I couldn't even finish my...
Why can't you finish the No, he met Xander in high school, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like Xander's like, he's like, can I borrow your pencil? And David's like, I will be your best friend for life.
Yes.
And
Totally won't destroy your life. When
he's
you're
like,
older.
hey, want to be best friends? I totally won't destroy your life.
Okay.
He's like, and Xander's like, okay, can I have that pencil? Oh yeah, go ahead, use it.
Here you go. It's covered in snake blood.
He's like, oh, okay, here's the pencil. It just has like bite marks all over it. And he's like, and then it's just like covered in saliva and bite marks.
Oh my God.
Thanks.
Like, hold it.
Yeah, like at the very end of the eraser. No, he's that one kid who sucks on erasers. I don't know about you, but I knew a kid who would lick erasers because they had like erasers in the shape of donuts and they would suck on it. That's
Okay.
David. David is that kid who sucks on erasers.
I never knew that kid. But okay.
Yeah, it was weird because they told me to touch it. I was like, I'm not touching your spit-soaked
Told
eraser.
you to touch it?
Yeah, this kid wanted me to touch her spit-soaked eraser.
Oh my God.
it was fucking
How
gross.
old were you?
We were in 3rd grade. And there was this other kid in 3rd grade who told me to lick highlighters because they had good flavors.
What?
David was both the highlighter kid and the licking erasers
The
kid.
closest thing I've ever had to that, in 6th grade, everyone would just like bring these markers that smelled like nail polish and then just like shove it up their nose.
What the
And then be like, alright, there's nail polish up my nose.
fuck? Yay.
And then
Anyway.
people like pretend to nail polish their fingers
Oh god, I hate it.
because of the smell.
Oh,
And then our teacher actually thought that we brought in nail polish, so then they made a ban of nail polish, even though it was just highlighters.
Oh my god. Anyways. Yeah, so it's just like the moment he met Xander, like the entire time, throughout the entire day, he's just like timid and reserved. And then Xander's like, hi, and he's like, oh, hello!
Be my friend.
Be my friend! And he's just like, okay. In middle school, one of his teachers, oh shit. In middle school, one of his teachers had been interviewed after an incident. She noticed that 3 boys had begun picking on David. Oh shit, bad decision, bad decision. But
Never pick on the quiet kid.
yeah, never pick on the quiet kid, seriously. But he quietly took whatever they gave him. One day she came to class and all 3 boys sat ramrod straight and stared straight ahead. They didn't dare look at David, and David was smirking and trying to hide it. Shit, what did he do?
How much you want to bet that, like, he told them... Maybe he, like, challenged them for a fight during recess, and then...
Well, no, it's
wait,
middle
wait.
school. It's middle school.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe, like, at lunch or something, he went up to them and was like, alright, guys, I want to meet at the back of the school. Or maybe they said that to him,
Yeah,
and then,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he beat them up.
He just beat the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Or he just, like, hurt them emotionally by saying mean things, and now they're all fucking scared of him. Or, like, no, he just brings out, like, a dead snake body. He's like, you want this shit to happen to you? And they're like, no, man.
Maybe he made them eat the cheese that was on the blacktop.
Oh, shit, now, that's pretty messed up, bro. Can't believe we just made a Diary of a Wimpy Kid reference. Oh, my God. Finally, let me summarize what the psychologist wrote about David. David seems to have a consistent need to harm other living things and cause suffering. I mean, so he's just little demon shit. Once in my office, I found him stomping his feet on the floor. I asked him what he was doing, and he admitted that he was trying to crush anything microscopic that could be on the floor.
Okay.
He's just like, I need to crush every individual germ on the planet. I seriously fear that he will not be able to remain in society without serious medication and therapy.
I mean, to me, like, a lot of people would say that I'm kind of crazy to say this, but, like, if you leave them alone and they're not, like, hurting you, then, like, leave them alone.
Yeah, but, like, he
hurting
yeah,
people.
he literally, like, killed a fucking snake.
I mean, yeah, but the snake bit him.
He was like, bro.
But the snake bit him.
The snake was mean. That's the excuse.
Yeah, and it's a snake. There's more snakes in the world. I mean, but, like, if he's doing something to, like, harm actual people.
Yeah, that's
like,
not cool.
He was getting bullied in school, so, I mean, he has an excuse to beat them up.
No, they were terrified at him. They were all staring at him, and he's just smirking.
I mean, it's probably his power to scare people.
I mean, what do you mean his power?
It's just his power. He was born with it.
Yeah, he's born with that
his
ability.
Power to concern everyone.
My superpower is making everyone concerned about my mental health.
Yeah.
Anyways. David, okay. I had no idea that David had any of these problems or experiences. He and I had met when we were both 17. Okay, 17, not 16. He'd been exactly as the report described, charismatic, energetic, so he just became charismatic and energetic in high school when he met Xander. That's a big old mood shift.
Or maybe because, like, he was having a plan and, like, Xander was just the perfect person to do it
Yeah,
on.
he's so weak. I need to change for him.
I can do this.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, you, be my friend now.
No, he said he was charismatic, so he's probably like, hey. And then Xander's just like, sure.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he's just like, yeah, hey, sure. That's how that totally went. Yeah, very realistic conversation. He'd been exactly, charismatic, energetic, and clever. I felt blind for not seeing any red flags. Yeah, how did you not see any red flags? Like, he goes into a shed and there's a bunch of dead animals.
Oh, okay.
What's all of this? Oh, it's the props for my new horror indie film. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And he comes in and and he has like an entire torture basement. What is this for? I'm into BDSM. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I'm not gonna bother you with that.
Bye.
Yeah. I had no idea. Okay. Okay. I felt blind, but I knew that he had hidden them well intentionally. Yeah, he probably just hid all his issues. The psychologist made another entry a month later. David has performed a complete 180 in his mood, actions, and demeanor. He has been polite, kind every time he has come in. Like, you believe that, bro? Like, I wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, like, if you've actually done nothing to help them yet, like...
Well, like, he's talked to him a lot.
I mean, yeah, but you're just talking to him.
Yeah. He has been so polite and kind every time he has come in, and he is very capable of being fully functional only after a month. Only after a month, like, with
What's
those
with
issues?
society? I mean, yeah, like, he did terrify 3 kids to the point, like, they couldn't even make eye contact with him.
Yeah, like, no, he's okay after a month. I'm pretty sure David would. I imagine that, like 17-year-old David is threatening this, like, 40-something-year-old's life or something. Probably. He's like, I will kill your family. And the guy is, like, actually intimidated. I mean, I would be too. Anyways.
I mean, if I saw his records, I probably would.
Yeah. The sentence struck me as odd. Months of statements about David's inability, and suddenly this comes out. I googled the professor's name, and he died in a car crash the same year as the publication date. Yeah, that was totally not
coincidence. I think not.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that David just wrote it about himself. He's like, I need him. He's like, okay. So what I did is I killed him in a car. I made him write this, and then I killed him in a car crash. Anyways, genius. Okay, but actually, wow. Okay, and I was convinced there was I recognized the word that they were a recommendation to re-enter society. I could feel the psychologist's words screaming through the page. Good God, he's going to kill me. I mean, yeah, probably. I mean, he did, right?
I mean, he has killed people, but I don't think he'd kill him. Probably just make him tortured.
But like but he died in a car crash right after that was posted.
Yeah, but would he really kill
The professor guy? I mean, he was a psychologist. He probably just wanted, because the psychologist was like, this guy cannot enter society, and David kind of wants to enter society. So he's like, well, you gotta go. Yeah.
Alright, I shall enter now.
Okay, I have entered. Hello. Just covered in blood.
I am normal human.
He's covered in blood. Little 17-year-old David is covered in blood. I have entered society. Okay.
I am good person.
It's like, look, paper says I am good person. I am good person. Trust me.
Trust the paper.
Trust the paper. Okay. Alright. No wonder David was so prepared. No wonder he's always ahead of me. No wonder his expression had No wonder his expression had spread such absolute fear through me. Jeez, I mean, is that the only thing he's spreading through you? Alright, I'm sorry. This fandom's gonna I'm gonna get crucified for this shit. Anyways.
I mean, it is just Reddit.
Yeah, but still. He was insane. He designed traps. He knew what made people and animals tick. He enjoyed inflicting pain on them, and not just that, but watching them suffer. Yeah. David was absolutely insane. Insane, but functional. Hi, I'm a functional human man.
I am functional.
Yeah, I mean, Xander said it himself.
Wait, how'd they become friends in the first place, though?
Once again, in high school, he was just like, oh, because David was all, like, charismatic and nice to him. He just came off as, like, really sweet and clever.
Did he not do, like, anything bad?
Yeah, he just didn't show any signs. He probably did, like, secretly.
Yeah, maybe he, like, murdered people or was part of a cult or something. But
probably not a part of a cult. He leads his own cult, damn it. He has his own cult. There's like secretly a David religion out there that he made. Like he made an entire like cult, and now all that remains of it is like a subreddit with like 2 people.
Probably.
Anyways, and it hasn't been updated in 4 years. Okay. Anyways, okay. Okay, we gotta get this. I hunkered down in my seat and brought up with a. Okay. He was insane but functional. That's what made him dangerous. I hunkered down in my seat and brought up a Word document in my phone where I could take notes. Then I started Googling. You know what I'm talking about. You're facing a problem, so you start searching things. How do I handle a psychopath?
How to handle psychopath. Wait, should we go onto Bing or onto Google?
You know what? Bing always has the weird results, so go onto Bing.
Yeah.
I know because I use Bing.
I'm legitimately gonna go onto there and see.
No, don't.
I am.
Do you want the FBI coming after you?
I don't care.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. You're facing a problem, so you start searching for anything online that can help you fix the problem.
What the heck? I put in Bing and then this happened.
You got a picture of a fish. You can't see it on screen, so the audience is probably really confused. Okay. The internet is a wonderful tool for me in the moment. Without it, I'd be dead months ago.
Or how to deal with
psychopath.
Okay. Psychopath.
I was kicked out of Walmart for loitering. Kicked out of Walmart. Imagine being kicked out of Walmart.
How to deal with a psychopath. In these 6 science backs.
No, we're already reading the story. Are we really going to read this article on top of it?
It's not an article. Alright, number 1. Some people are just bad for you. You must accept the fact
that sounds like a toxic friend, not a psychopath.
Depend on actions to reveal the truth. The win-win situation. Keep supportive friends and family. Remove body language.
Remove body language? What are you trying to say with that statement?
In your life, boyfriend, or at work.
Wait, what? What is this? Depends on...
It's like how to make yourself not look like a psychopath.
Oh my god. It's just like get a boyfriend. Wait, I can just imagine that David dates Xander so he doesn't look like a psychopath.
Yeah, this kind of looks like it's like telling you how to not look like a psychopath.
Oh my god, this is what David looked up. He's like, how to not look like a psychopath.
Yes.
1, don't be a psychopath. He's like, okay.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. Just gotta put on a fake persona for a couple of years of my life.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Bing is like the greatest thing ever.
Yes, it is. I love it. That's why I use it. Anyways, I hunkered down in my seat and brought up the Word document to my phone where I could take notes. Then I started Googling. Okay. I was kicked out of the moment for loitering, but I continued to do my research in the car. I turned on the car every once in a while to drive around and charge my battery. That night I learned a lot about hacking phones, Android surveillance, police procedure, legal procedure, and all kinds of subjects that related to my situation. I took beautiful notes and outlined areas of further research and learning. During my research, I found a list of apps that can be used for hacking someone's phone. Ooh, dang, hacker apps. He's going to the fucking dark web now. Baby gone bad. Now he's
Bad
not baby. Yeah, he's bad baby. He's not baby anymore. He's baby with hacker tools. Ooh, scary. Anyways, one of those. Okay, I checked in my installed applications, and guess what I found buried on my phone? One of those apps. David Hecking King had eavesdropped and been tracking me through my phone. See, that's why he was at Walmart. You think David King is going to be at Walmart? No.
For no reason at all.
Yeah.
Coincidentally next to you.
Yeah, like, nah, fam. He's a Target guy. He goes to okay, if he wants his groceries, he's going to Whole Foods, okay? And if he wants any other item, he's going to CVS or Target.
This is 20-year-old, she
20.
got married. No, there's this girl, she was 20. She got married, and then she was explaining her story. She was saying how, I met him at Whole Foods. I always knew I'd meet someone at Whole Foods.
Oh my god.
She met her husband at Whole Foods.
I mean, that's kind of wholesome. It's wholesome. I hate my pun. I that was horrible. People can crucify me for that. I understand. Alright. I've been eavesdropping and tracking my phone. Instead of deleting the app, however, I kept it. It could be useful in the future. I also researched the company David apparently worked for. It was a larger company that served in several states, providing both long and short distance transport of valuable goods. So Amazon.
Yeah.
David is an Amazon boy. Aw, that's kind of cute. Oh, look at that. He's an Amazon boy. How cute. This was good information. If his job was able to handle valuable goods, then that means I would be able to get him fired or even charged if it disappeared from his truck. He just doesn't deliver on time, and that's what gets him arrested. Okay. I fired him ever charged him disappeared from... His truck was long gone by then, so I had no current opportunity. During all hours of the night, Hernandez would call me. So would Katie's mom. I ignored both of them. It was a big mistake. I'll later learn. When the sun rose, I didn't feel tired. I felt empowered. Heck yeah. Empowered. Yeah. Finally, I knew more about my situation enough to be useful. And I knew how to get those hard drives to the police legally. But I needed Clark and Hernandez's help. I never got to use that plan. Reality caught up with me. David moved too quickly. Yeah, he's just zooming, bro. He's like Sonic. I was driving to my... oh my god, I think that's the second Sonic reference I made.
Gotta go fast.
Driving to my apartment to see if I could brush my teeth and take a shower before I work that day. Oh, he cares about his hygiene. That's sweet. My phone... I thought he was
being normal. That's so sweet.
Yeah, look, he's being a normal person taking care of his hygiene. Well, after Isaac and all his BO, I need it, okay? I appreciate teeth clean. Teeth cleaning, yes. Teeth clean. It was Hernandez. I answered reluctantly, prepared for an earful of ignoring him all night. Xander, where are you? He asked. Driving up to my apartment, I replied. You need to come down to the police station, he said slowly. Right away. Why? What's happening? I asked. It's bad, he said with a cringe. It's bad.
With a cringe?
With a cringe. You know, like, I know that you associate that word with, like, all the cringy YouTube videos, but, like, it's bad. I think, like, he could feel his face cringe through the phone. Like, it just sounds like it hurts. Confused, I hung up and turned right, heading towards the police station. I walked into the police station's lobby to find Hernandez waiting for me. Did Isaac's body turn up anything, I asked? I looked looking at him with the word expression. They're analyzing it, he said. Then he took a deep breath.
Wait, I just skipped the sentence and it says gripped one of my arms and I'm already like, oh, framed.
Yep. Some new development has come up. I gave him a questioning look and I felt cold metal click around my wrist and I reached for two cops who had flanked me, pulled my arms together. The metal clicked around my wrist, handcuffing me. Nice. What the hell? I shouted. The policeman had gripped one of my arms. Okay, there we go. Xander, we know you're upset about everything that's going on, Hernandez said quietly. But what you did went too far. What the heck are you talking about? I don't cuss when I do Xander. Like, very rarely do I. I don't think I've ever had Xander say the F word in this entire story.
To make him seem like Bad Baby.
But he is Bad Baby, right?
Yeah, I mean...
He is Bad Baby. Hernandez held up a bag containing a phone. He used the touchscreen through the bag and navigated the phone's voicemail. The voicemail was jolty and sounded like whoever had the phone was running. Wind struck the mic, making it hard to hear in places, but the voice was unmistakable. It was mine. Screw you, meanie head. You ruined my credit card, stole my money, hacked my account, stole my stuff. I'm going to kill you. You think I need motivation to hurt you? I'm going to kill you. You son of a heck. You will burn in hell. You'll burn! I mean, he actually did say that to him, right? Mm-hmm. They just took it out of context. My heart shuddered at a halt. I had said all those things. I had literally said those things. The night David chased us and pinned me to the table. Nice. I'm sorry. I'd said every word. That meathead had been recording the whole thing. You think he wouldn't be? You think he's just gonna pin you down against the table for no reason? I mean, hey, if there was no reason, I would have been okay with that. But anyways, oh boy. Oh boy. David chased me and pinned me to the table. I said every word. Oh no. David King's home burned down last night, he said slowly, watching me. Engaging me. David and his mother were still inside. Firefighters found David alive, but they were able to pull him out. But his mother was already dead. The voicemail he sent to his phone was from yours around the same time the firefighters estimate the fire started. I lost my breath. My eyes watered. The world closed in. I couldn't speak. I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't explain. Xander Jones, you are under arrest.
So he was framed for fire as well?
Yeah. I'm guessing that David burned his own house down.
Yeah. Okay, David's not even giving him a chance, though. Like, he wants, Xander to, like... He wants Xander to, like, get up and, like, fight him, but, like, he's making it so hard that he doesn't even get a chance.
I mean, look at what we've read. I think that's kind of his excuse, but ultimately he just wants to watch Xander suffer.
Probably.
That's probably what it is. But, like, I think to some extent he does want Xander to fight back, but he just wants to make it difficult for him.
Isn't this, like, the second time he's gotten arrested now?
No. The first time Chloe got arrested.
Oh.
Yeah, so what do you think so far?
I'm very confused, but also, like, I'm intrigued.
Why are you confused?
'Cause, like, why are the police this stupid? Like, he's clearly framing him. If, like, one person has been accused of, like, so much stuff, you really think...
Well, yeah, but, like... Well, they don't have, like, those legal papers. They don't know that David's a little psycho. David is probably, like, ooh-woo all the time.
Wait, doesn't he have the papers under his shirt, though? Can't he just, like...
He doesn't have them right now!
Where'd they go?
They're in his car, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, you should have left them under your shirt.
Yeah, just leave him under the shirt. No, they're handcuffing him, and then he just, like, pulls up his shirt.
Wait,
and then he's about to get handcuffed. He's like, "Proof!" And he takes off. No, he just takes off his shirt in the middle of a police station, and then
Except the sweaty pants.
yeah. Yeah, he's like, "Wait, now I have proof." He pulls up his shirt, and then like sweaty papers fall out of his shirt, and then like the first thing they see is David is 16, and they're like, "Yeah, we need to arrest him for multiple crimes now." And he's like, "No, it's same man, shut up." Yeah.
I mean, then again, he did take the papers.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's illegal anyways, so.
Yeah, but, like, David literally... I mean, then... Okay, yeah, never mind.
They're both being illegal, it's just that David is being psychotic and illegal.
And, Xander is, like, just going insane and being evil.
I mean, you don't think he's being evil, right? Like,
I mean, he's not being evil, he's trying to defend himself.
Yeah.
So
he's bad,
illegally.
baby. Illegally defending himself.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, he's illegally...
I'm illegally defending myself, okay? I have rights.
I have rights to be illegal.
Yes,
to do illegal things.
I am illegal.
I am illegal. Actually, he's... Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I have the right to be illegal. Shut up! Okay. So, where do you think this is gonna go now?
I feel like he is gonna break out, either that or die, or...
Die?
I feel like if he escapes or something, he's just gonna die in the end.
No.
Alright, I think this has two endings.
Okay.
One, Xander will die in the end. Or two, David will die in the end.
That's the only option. What
I
if they
forget
both
their
die?
names, and I have to like take a second to
You're
remember.
like, hold up. Wait, what if they both die in the end?
Plot twist.
Plot twist. No, plot twist. Xander is already dead, and this has been David pretending to be Xander the entire time,
I was
retelling
like,
events.
Wait. Maybe he's like sitting in a chair, and then there's a chair next to him with like a beanbag with like
Xander's
face
face
just
on.
taped to it.
Yeah,
And
like
then
Xander's
he's,
like pulled like a photo of his face,
he
or like
puts
his
on-
actual face.
Photo or
Okay,
no
okay.
actual face.
Yeah, actual face is more like David. You know he would have cut
Yeah.
off his face.
And then David would just like put on some glasses, and then there'd be like the whole audience in front of him, and he'd be like, "Here's how the story started."
Okay, once upon a time.
But then the audience is really just like some TV, just with like a picture of the audience.
Yeah, he
Talking to himself in the
pulls up
dark.
like a random photo of a theater on Google, and he's just like, okay, so this is how I killed my best friend.
And then just tells this whole like 8-part story.
Yeah, he does this long story. No, but what I mean is that like maybe okay, so maybe my headcanon / my theory or whatever is that Xander has been dead this whole time. Because he said these events have happened in the past. And David is a psychopath and was really, really, really obsessed with Xander, so he knows what he talks like and what he acts like. And so what he's doing is he's already, like, either kidnapped or killed Xander, but probably kidnapped so he can torture him in his basement or whatever. And
Or whatever.
Or whatever. Come on, you know me. Yeah. Anyway, so he has him kidnapped, tortured, whatever. And sorry, it's just that whatever comment you made stuck in my head now. Okay, listen. Point is, Xander is either dead or not able to talk or type, and so David is pretending to be Xander, and by the end of the story, he's gonna be like, by the way, my name is David King, and I have actually kidnapped Xander Jones. And then
Here he
it's
is
like,
right now!
Yeah, he's just like, here he is right now.
And he just like grabs him like with his arm and is like,
And then he's just like, my best friend, and then he has like a really uncomfortable hug.
maybe he's like dead though. Like maybe it's just his dead body.
He kept his corpse because he feels bad. He's like, I feel bad. He's like, wait,
After
I killed
days
him.
and days of torturing him, and then he bled to death, I feel kind of bad that I killed him, so I'm just gonna hang on to his corpse and hug it.
Yeah, it's like his face has already started rotting, so he just has like a little smiley face paper plate mask on there. And he's like, there you go, buddy. Pats his head and his head falls off. I'm trying to get the duct tape. Oh my god, this fandom's gonna once again crucify me for all the stuff. I do not ship these two. I just need to clarify that, okay? That would be so
as a joke,
toxic.
you are.
As a joke, I do it because
Yeah,
it would be so toxic.
If they were like canonly shipped and all that.
Like, how would that even happen?
I mean, there are like stories where like the super insane one is like obsessed with the other, and then for some reason they fall in love because they have like that weird kink. But
Ugh. Oh shit! Do you really think Xander's the kind of person to be into that? No, David is definitely the kind of person to be into that, but definitely not Xander.
yeah, I mean,
I can't believe I'm
yeah,
guessing
he
about
wouldn't.
Okay, I can't believe I'm guessing about characters' kinks right now. Anyways, you know what? Maybe we should end the video here. All right? Okay. We're gonna read the other part of this story some other time. Thank you for listening and making it through this. Goodbye, my mortal rabbits. Have a lovely day.